Aye, matey, there be rocks ahead. The ship going into stormy waters. You're like, okay, this is not right. We need to bail water now. We're capsizing. We need to turn this ship around. It seems like every single week I'm reminded and I am challenged to do the mom thing and change the atmosphere in my home. It's this grit we have that can put our frustration aside and recognize that this is not the way it has to be in our home, and I have the power to change it. If you have lots of kids, you have lots of ages, lots of personalities, lots of emotions. Life is full of challenges, but it doesn't mean that those challenges have to constantly affect your home. Hello gang, I'm Danielle and I am a homeschooling mother of 7 children. Just like the census can have a real negative impact, the census can also positively impact where you're going. It can just be that extra something that gets the rudder of your ship pointed in the right direction so that you're able to continue moving away from choppy waters. First thing that you can do is to change your words. There's this amazing passage in James, and it talks about your tongue, your mouth, the words you speak being like a rudder on a ship. And wherever the mouth is leading, the ship is turning in that direction. You are the ship, and your mouth, rudder. And you'll notice that when the environment of your home gets like you're wading into deep waters, there's a tendency of everyone in the house to kind of speak in a negative way. Sometimes it'll just be complaining or not being able to find the good in a situation. Sometimes it'll be bickering or fighting or frustration coming out in words. And stopping what I'm doing, stopping the trajectory I'm on with my words and saying, wow, I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for this moment we get to share together, even if it's not perfect, even if it feels rough. You guys, you're my besties. You're the people I like to be with the most. And just speaking words that are positive, speaking words that are encouraging, and not allowing your words to bring you deeper. And perhaps the easiest thing you could possibly do, and the thing you should do first, is to smile and breathe. And use that powerful tool, the mom sigh. Use it. There's actual scientific proof about the sigh to just relieve tension and to help reset. And I think a mom sigh is especially sighing. It's a serious sigh. Breathe, sigh, smile. Perhaps the most effective is turn on music. It is a powerful tool with children. If you're gonna have the conflict of wills, put on some music to lighten the mood first and get those senses primed for a change. You might have a playlist, or you might just have a feeling about the music. Okay, what is it? My dad always goes to Sloop John B. Don't ever be afraid to do something in a moment that seems counterintuitive to where that moment is going. Just do it. Another great one is to play with your kids. Drop what you're doing, stop it all, and just sit down for a few minutes and do what they're doing. My daughter loves to play the mommy-daughter game, and I get to be the mommy, and she's the daughter. Usually we have tons of toys laying around. You can just pull out some Legos or pull out some plus and just say, let's just build something. I know as a mom, you always have so many things to do, and that's part of the reason why emotions escalate and just the environment escalates to a stressed environment, is because those things never stop. Take 10 minutes, it's not going to break anything, and allow yourself to purge a little bit with the simplicity of a child's game. Classic, and one of my favorites, go outside, walk in the sun. I like to just go and sit on my kids' playground because the sun hits it so nice on that little slide. And sometimes if there's a lot of chaos in the house, I just walk outside myself. Believe me, the chaos wants to follow you. So it's a good way to get your kids outside, and then you can find things, or you can just hold hands, and there's a real sensory experience in being outside. You can listen, especially in the spring. Is it not amazing? The sounds of the birds. I love it. And we've got a bunch of little nests near our house, and the birds coming and going. One of my favorites, and perhaps the easiest one, especially for tired moms, is sit on the couch and read to your kids. Grab an easy book, short if you don't have a lot of time. Hop on Pop, any of the ones they love, and you will find you have a pile of children. And this is a real wonderful sensory experience. You've got your warm bodies close together. If it's cool, you can get a blanket, and it's cozy, and you get to have a reset without having to think of things to say, without having to navigate problems within your children's, their problems, their kid problems. Do it. Be brave enough to just sit down, stop everything, and take a minute to read to your kids. The next one is do something together. It's different than playing, it's different than reading. It could be a task that you're doing, but not like a task that feels like cleaning. Invite them into something you're doing and do it together. And maybe it could be a puzzle. Maybe it is a project that you're working on, cleaning up your room, something that they don't usually get to do. And you can say, hey, can you help me bring the shoes to the closet? My 6-year-old, he had a birthday, likes to organize his dad's shoes. So just do a project together. It's not high intensity, not high expectations. I never underestimate the power of being a team. Continuing with using the senses, employ smells. Something that smells nice. That reminds me of the Parent Trap. You remember that she always talked about her grandfather smelling like peppermint and tobacco. They're memorable. Actually, one of the things I like to do when I'm in the kitchen is to smell different spices with my children. My 3-year-old, 4-year-old. They just had birthdays, 4-year-old and 6-year-old. They love to smell the spices. You can also use essential oils. Rub them on your wrists, smell the essential oils. Maybe even rub a little lavender on yourself and like take out the crease between your eyebrows. I always think in some of the classic movies.
Such spasms in my side and pains in my head and beatings at my heart that I can get no rest.
They have their fainting fits and they need their soul volatile. They need their smelling salts. Children, my nerves! Get my smelling salts! My nerves. And the last thing, and one way to get a great smell in your home, is to bake something. Baking fresh bread frequently has been like a game changer with the whole smell in my home. It smells very homey. It's a fragrance that wafts up the stairs. It's a cozy smell. But you can get that smell without doing anything too complicated. Like one of the smells that I love is actually Trader Joe's pumpkin pancakes. They're seasonal, but they have like the best smell when you are making your pancakes. And that's just a box. All you do is add a couple ingredients. And these things, I think they change the environment of your home because they change us. They lighten us up. And let's face it, I need to lighten up. I need to chill out sometimes. Utilize them whenever you need a little something to get you out of a moment and into a better moment. Right the ship! Get away from the rocks! We're homemakers, the keepers of our homes, but it's not just the keeper of our homes in the sense that we make sure things are tidy, we do the laundry, we cook the food. It's the keeper of the heart of our home. I don't always do this perfectly. In fact, I do it very imperfectly much of the time. I recognize the power of the mom, and I want to continue to utilize these things so that the heart of my home is everything that I had hoped for. All right, I will see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of this community. And remember, no one can mom your kids like you.